cleansing enough, energizing enough that we can sit and really experience that. So please take a comfortable seat. You can rest your hands in your lap. You're welcome to close your eyes. And let yourself start arriving in your practice more fully, acknowledging first the dedication that you make in being here. And know that your dedication matters not only to yourself, but also to those of us gathering together. And it matters to the people that you're going to interact with today in just the living of your daily life. And then start to bring in the Ujjayi breath so you can sense that that dedication then supported by your concentration, it's transformed into an inner sense, not of dedication just for the morning, but of a kind of continuity. So using the Ujjayi breath, let this inner sense of dedication, however small the spark might seem on one day, or however impassioned you are on another day, let the Ujjayi breath bring that in, where you sense this is an ongoing sort of undercurrent of dedication, not just to come to class in the morning. Now bringing that Ujjayi breath from the base upwards for both inhale and exhale. Lengthen up through the crown of your skull. Relax your shoulders back and down away from your ears. And then please bring your hands together at your heart. May our practice transform us from the gu to the ru, as I said on Monday. May we overcome that which pulls us down or under, that which brings us away from our best self. May we overcome that. May we move in the direction of that which is luminous or clear, that which is sattvic, we say in yoga. Let's begin. Om Gurura Brahma, Gurura Vishnu, Gurura Devo Maheshvara, Gurura Sakshat Parara Brahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Gurura Brahma, Gurura Vishnu, Gurudevo Maheshvara Gurura Sakshat Parara Brahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Gurura Brahma Gurura Vishnu Gurudevo Maheshvara Gurura Sakshat Parara Brahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Hari Om. Hari Hari Om. You may bow your head to your heart and release your hands. Open your eyes. I'm going to recommend that if you're sitting up on a blanket or two, that you have a couple blocks for your hands to go to for some twisting poses that we're going to be doing. Oh, and I brought these gladiolas to class because I've been talking about how, like the chakras, the gladiola blooms from the bottom up. And so these two, I can't turn the pot very easily to show you that they're both blooming from the bottom up, but there's more coming, but I wanted to share these ones with you all this morning. So like this, your dedication is also going to bloom from the bottom up. Right, so interlace the fingers, press the heels of your hands straight down, and using the Ujjayi inhale, start raising slowly upwards. Top of the inhale, the throat is open and your gaze is up. And then exhale, gaze down, but keep the arms overhead. Inhale, gaze to neutral or close your eyes. Exhale, side bend to your left. Inhale, center. And exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, rise up to center. Exhale, sweep your arms wide as you twist to your right. Place your right hand on a block behind you if needed. Cross your left hand over your right knee. And as you inhale, gaze over your left shoulder. And then exhale, gaze to your right. Inhale, gaze left, but keep the twist going to your right. Exhale, gaze right, adding to the twist. Again, rotate just your head. When you turn your head towards the twist, try to sense the twist like a barber pole from the bottom up. One more time, inhale, turn your head to your left. And last one, exhale, turn your head to your right. Come to center, clasp the hands and go back up, please. And exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, turn your head to the right. You might notice that you have more freedom with rotation for your neck or your spine in one direction or the other. That's very common. Let's try to encourage the more difficult side and resist the urge to sort of amplify the easier side because that perpetuates the imbalance. And rotate one more time your head to your left. Come back to center. Please clasp the hands. Inhale to go up. And this time, exhale, bring your hands down behind your head so the pinkies are at the base of your skull. And now inhale, level your head, bring your left elbow forward, right elbow up, twist to your right. Exhale to center, lift the base of your skull where the pinkies are, and then inhale, twist left. And exhale to center. Again, lift where the pinkies are at the base of your skull. Last time now, inhale to look up, raise your arms up. And exhale, push out. Rest your hands in your lap, please. So dedication is something that we often associate with having to deepen when we are going off course, when we are wandering, when we're meandering. So at the second chakra, we have this water element, this riverway, as I sometimes say. And yes, there is some meandering for that. There's some exploration for that. But if we stay there developmentally, then we have a lot of meandering and wandering. And so at the third chakra, we hone what we've learned at the second chakra to bring it into this dedication at the third chakra. So we're going to come to Kapalabhati like we did yesterday. And I'd like you to think of it as you're sort of stoking the fire of that dedication. So rest your hands over your knees. This is just simple, straightforward Kapalabhati. Let's begin. Exhale completely. Inhale to suspension. Exhale slowly and completely. Now taking both arms up like we did yesterday. So this represents that the aspirational self or the aspirational reach. And you can do thumbs if you like. You can do palms up. You can make it mudra. You can make it your own. Let's begin. Exhale. Inhale up to suspension. Raise your arms up. Exhale, surrender. Now pressing the arms out to the side, this represents that which you know You need to have some purposeful resistance, to resist, because otherwise it's not helpful for you to ingest or to let something cross your personal porous boundary. Kapalabhati again. Exhale. Palms face up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, Anjali Mudra. And then palms face up in your lap, representing that which you are willing to relinquish. And this could be mental or physical. In fact, even if it's only physical, it will also be mental. You can't separate those two. So what you're willing to relinquish. Let's begin. And then exhale. Inhale up to suspension. Exhale completely. And bring your left leg straight out, your right knee up. When you sit like this, it's called Marichyasana. Okay, so wrap your left hand around your right shin. Take your right hand behind you, maybe to the block that you had back there earlier. And raise up through the spine, thinking again of that sort of barber pole image, or like the gladiolas. We're blooming from the bottom up. And you want the breath to also move from the bottom upwards. You might notice in the twist, any places where you feel like the breath is very spacious, and also places where you might feel like it's a little bit limited. Give your attention to where you want the breath to be more fluid without coercing that to happen. And then exhale, come around to face forward. Let's bring the left knee up. We're going to change sides, right leg out. And again, moving the spine even like that barber pole, but let me say, make the pelvis stable. So you have a sense the twist in the lumbar spine will be the least because it has the least capacity for twisting. And the twist in the thoracic spine will be the most because it's designed that way. I mean, of course, with the exception of your neck, which has even more freedom than that. Breathe in again. And then follow your exhale to come around to face forward. Put the soles of the feet together in Baddha Konasana. So now you're sitting with much more open abdomen, and the knees, of course, are farther apart than when you were sitting cross-legged. So then try to sense now, what is the experience of the breath moving up and down through the chakras? Hold your knees firmly. And as you inhale, raise up into a seated back bend. And exhale, and let's come forward, almost like you're doing cobra pose. The shoulders go back, the elbows go back, the chest and heart come forward. You're not leading with the chin though, so lead with the heart. And then inhale, rise up to your seated back bend again. So press the knees down to stabilize your arms and your shoulders, open your throat. And exhale to come forward. 3 times more. So when you inhale to go up, hold the knees firmly and they are pressing down. And then exhale, come forward and over your ankles and your toes. And one more time, please. Inhale to go up. And exhale, come forward. And then rise up to your seat. Please hold your ankles. And as you pull up now, when you hold the ankles, my hope is that your arms and torso, you're working nicely together. But I have short arms and a long torso. So some of you are going to find that you're not straightening the elbows because your torso is shorter and your arms are longer. But as you pull up, widen your collarbones on the front side. And now just the head here. Inhale to go up, open your throat. And then exhale, thoughtfully turn your chin to your right. Your chin could come then down. Trace the collarbone, come back to center. Inhale to go up. And turn your chin thoughtfully to your left. Trace your collarbone, come back down to center. Inhale up. Go to your right. Inhale up. And go left. Last one in both directions. And then let's release and please come up to standing for surya namaskar. Move aside that which you don't need or which would be in your way. We will use the 2 blankets. Let me just get this, please. We are going to do shoulder stand again this morning, so you'll want to have your 2 blankets folded like that, and also for Anjane Asana, and then your chair close by. Let me change the angle of my camera. Hello, gladiolas. Let's see. Can you guys go back a little ways? I think you can without falling off the deck. Okay, step to the front of your yoga mat, please. Place your feet so they're hip distance apart. Join your hands together. And like blooming from the bottom up, let's take the breath in this really concentrated way. First, inhale, arms down, palms face forward. Exhale, rotate your thumbs back, roll your shoulders open. Inhale, raise up slowly. Lift up to your toes and look up at the top. And then exhale, heels down slowly and come into your Uttanasana, arriving at the end of your exhale. Inhale, glide forward, raise your heart forward, open the throat. Exhale, deeply bow over your legs. Now this time, inhale, glide forward and reach your left arm forward. And then exhale, take your left hand to your right ankle in Uttanasana. Inhale, glide forward, take your right arm forward. And exhale, right hand to your left ankle. Inhale, glide forward. And exhale, take the left toes back and left knee down. Inhale, rise up, Anjane Asana. And exhale, twist to your right. Inhale, rise up, Anjane Asana. And exhale, come forward to touch the 2 blocks. And like we were doing yesterday, I want you to inhale, stay here, and really open the front hemisphere of the body. And then exhale, glide backwards. So you're going to take both hips back, straighten both legs, place your hands on the blocks, and bow over your right leg. Okay, inhale, raise your chest and heart forward, open your throat. And exhale, bow again over your right leg. Now inhale, let's go forward slowly to the base of the lunge, the crescent lunge. Exhale, clasp your hands at the small of your back. Lift the base of your skull and inhale, rise up to your crescent. And exhale to bow thoughtfully forward. We are going to come down, fingers to the blocks. Inhale to plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog pose. Inhale to plank. Exhale to seal pose, the structure of your seal pose. And then inhale to raise up with your seal pose. And exhale directly to plank. Inhale, downward facing dog. And exhale, left foot forward, right knee to the blankets. Let's inhale, rise up. Anjane Asana. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, glide up. Exhale, come forward, take your fingertips to the blocks, and here we're going to raise up and open the front body. Open your throat, raise your chin. And then exhale, reaching backwards. Straighten the right and left leg, bow your torso over your left thigh. Inhale, glide forward a bit like cow pose. And exhale to bow deeply over your left leg. Enjoy the completion of the exhale. Inhale, bend your left knee. You're just coming to the base of the crescent pose. Reach back and clasp your hands. And then inhale, rise up like a gladiola blooming from the bottom up. Open the throat, lift your gaze. And then exhale. As you come forward, we'll place the fingers on the blocks and then the flat palms. Inhale to plank pose. Follow your exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale to seal pose. Inhale to go up. Exhale, plank. Inhale, downward facing dog. And exhale, awkward foot forward, second foot forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up, Urdhva Hastasana. And exhale, hands to your heart. To help the wandering mind to wander less, we're going to use our extra refined breathing, where you're moving the same quantity of the air, but you're moving it slower. So same sun salutation that we just did. We're going to be at our own paces because everyone's breath cycle has to be respected so that you're not becoming breathless in the process. Bring your hands together. With the inhale, simply take the hands down and turn your palms face forward. And exhale, roll your thumbs back, shoulders back, collarbones wide. When your inhale comes, raise up on your toes, raise your arms, open your heart, your throat, your gaze. Follow your exhale, Uttanasana. When you inhale, glide forward, raise your left arm forward. With your exhale, come down where your left hand holds your right ankle. Follow your inhale, right arm forward. And your exhale with your right hand to your left ankle. And then simply inhaling forward at the pace of your breath. And step backwards with the left foot first. Inhale to rise. You're going to exhale, twist right. And inhale to rise. In no particular hurry. Exhale. Follow your exhale back towards Parsvottanasana, this variation that we're doing. Doing 2 bows for Parsvottanasana this morning. And taking your time, the exhale is just to place the hands at the small of the back. Rise up with a full sense of dedication blooming from the bottom up. Move at your own breath pace. Remember that you're not competing with your past self, nor your future self, nor anybody else in the Zoom room. It'll be left foot forward when that part of your sequence comes. And then rising up. It'll be a fist to the left. And then rising again. It's 2 bows for Parsvottanasana today. Taking your time when you rise up again, like gladiolas blooming from the base upwards. We'll inhale to plank pose when the timing is there for you. Every moment that you're giving your attention and concentration, it's also a moment where you're expressing that dedication. Those of you who, when you're complete, you can just come to your mountain pose and be at ease there. Others may still be finishing. And then we are going to set up for our shoulder stand. Some of you are doing the high bridge pose with the 2 blocks under your pelvis, also sometimes called the first version of supported shoulder stand. Others are going to do just the 2 blankets and the chair, which I'm referring to as the second version of supported shoulder stand. Supported plough pose is going to be an option if you're doing this second version here. Let me just get one angle. The supported plough pose will be an option here, and then you can also play with Ekapada Sarvangasana, 1 foot up in the inversion pose. For some of you, when you come into this position where it's 2 blankets, 1 chair, the legs are up, and you're going over, plough pose would be within your reach if the floor wasn't so far away. In which case, you can raise the floor by putting blocks back here. You notice that that's not something that I particularly need for my practice, but you can do that. You also could put a second chair here for your feet to come over to. And sometimes people put these blocks, they stack them like this for the 2 feet to end up on. So you can try that also. I won't be using them, so I'm just going to push them back out of the way there. So if you're doing this version where you straddle the chair backwards, please come into your position. And then when you set your shoulders here, what you're doing is just check again that it's about 1 inch from the edge of the blanket so that you know that your neck is not going to be smushed into the blanket. Your shoulders are really able to be firm. They do press down. Hold the chair also with some firmness. Take the legs up, and if you have the opportunity, you can hold on to the grapevine with your toes. That's what I have right there. Hi. We want the base of the pose to be firm, expressing again that sense of dedication. What's moving upwards in the pose, like your legs and such, the legs actually can be somewhat relaxed here. There's no urgency happening in the legs. This pose is encouraging the circulation to come back down from the legs towards the organs in the torso, through the heart, and towards the throat, into the organs in your head. So like pineal and pituitary. The thyroid is also benefiting, also the thymus. If you are in the supported shoulder stand, you can make your own choice to come over to supported plough pose. And then you might choose keeping the right foot anchored and the right hip vertical as you take the left leg up to Ekapada, means 1-footed. You could choose to bring the left leg down to plow pose to change sides so that the right leg will go up, or you also could choose to take the right leg up to meet the left leg. And then switch the left toes coming down. And you can return both feet to the plow pose. And both hips to the chair. And then the legs up. The supported shoulder stand. Noticing the flow of energy that moves towards your heart, your throat, and your head. And then touch the feet to the top of the seat of the chair, and then the seat of the chair. Place your hands without pulling your hair. You come backwards off of the blanket so that your hips end up on the blankets. You can set up for the waterfall pose. Tuck the shoulders under the heart. Initially, you tuck them under, and it maintains that feeling of openness that you had in the shoulder stand. And then you let the arms just simply relax. So we'll do the palms face up in that gesture of relinquishing. In every dedication, there will be a relinquishment as well. For that which we're dedicating to means we're also having to let something else go to maintain that dedication. So let's do the palms in the gesture of relinquishment. You're welcome to close your eyes and let your awareness go inwards and downwards. And practice deeply relaxing your body, deeply relaxing your mind. So this Shavasana is a time of restoration and integration. Again, allow your body and your mind, the vrittis, the fluctuations, they can become very still. Whenever your mind wanders away from the stillness, just gently encourage it to come back. That is one of our dedications, is to have the quality of the mind closer to sattva. Over the next few moments, you can slightly deepen your breathing. And make a thoughtful transition from Shavasana into your seated practice. Just come to your simple seat to get started. You could ask yourself for a dedication at each of the chakras, reminding yourself that at the first chakra, you have a connection to the tribe, with everyone and everything. Second chakra, to wisely chaperone our senses. Third chakra, to use dedication and discernment to cross over the threshold up to the fourth chakra. Compassion, loving kindness. To move up to the fifth chakra, clarity in voice and speech. The sixth chakra, being able to see clearly, seeing what is most deeply true. Begin at the first. The pattern is 8, 4, 1. Ujjayi, inhale, please. Lam, 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 lam. Lam, lam, lam. Second. Wam, 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 wam. Wam. Wam, wam, wam. Wam. Third. Ram, 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 ram. Ram, 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 ram. Ram. Fourth. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. Yum. Fifth. Hum, 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 hum. Hum, 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 hum. Hum. Brahmari. We'll do it 3 times. Release your hands down to your lap. And last thing, 3 rounds of Nadi Shodhana, which is 6 breath cycles, beginning with inhale left and ending with exhale left. And come to your quiet seat when you complete that. And please join your hands together at your heart. Thank you very much, everyone. Namaste.